What's up, everybody? I am your host, Auntie Collins, here for another predictions stream 2 weeks in a row. So wild. And I have a very lovely guest the first time on my channel, Kimmy Sokol. Hey.
Hi, I made it. I almost double booked myself and was not supposed to be here, but we made it work. Yeah, well, I'm talking WWE. I never really get to do that, so I'm excited to talk about it.
We're never talking WWE. We're usually shit talking AEW and Ring of Honor.
Did you know? I'll tell you a fun fact. I got a DM message today from Rob Viper telling me that he was watching Ring of Honor. And I was like, after all the things you said about me watching Ring of Honor, you are now watching Ring of Honor. And I am also here to tell you he was watching it for the pure championship match. He was watching it for Angelico and Lee Moriarty. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, we are here to talk about WWE Bash and Berlin. This is, I always love like a good like history lesson that I can learn from 20 seconds on Wikipedia. And because I mostly love learning about things that aren't learned from the mouth of a mediocre white man.
Oh my god, crazy.
It's not to say that, you know, they don't present themselves in those comments, but yeah, how excited are you about this?
I'm excited. It's 5 matches and it starts at 1:00 in the afternoon on the East Coast. I love a good afternoon pay-per-view. You know, Fightful report earlier in the week that WWE likes sticking with the shorter pay-per-views, and I feel like it's good because you don't have to worry about like matches being cut, which always seems to happen when there's like 15 matches on a show, and you don't have to worry about like something dragging or like something getting cut and shorter time because you have time to do that with only 5 matches. So pretty hyped. I'm not sure about what these matches are going to look like, but okay, Ed, come on, buddy.
Yeah, welcome to the stream, Ed. Welcome back to my channel. Yeah, we were just talking about this before we started, that I like a good, short, sweet, to the point, you know, pay-per-view or PLE or whatever the hell they refer to it. It's not filled with fluff. It's straight to the point. We're going to get some really good matches on this card. Now, I don't watch WWE week to week. I more so watch SmackDown than I do Raw because who has 3 hours on a Monday? Do you?
I watch it in the background of like me doing other things.
Yeah.
And then when something intrigues me, like when the White Six stuff usually pops up, I will look up and I'm like, ah, interesting.
Yeah. I've really been enjoying what I've been seeing of the White Six. I like that it's not as supernaturally, which I think was the demise. I think where I was not interested in the Bray Wyatt stuff when it got a little bit too supernaturally. But you know, pandemic era, I'm not gonna hate on it too hard, right?
I mean, we can't. There was like 100 million different things happening at the same time.
Everything was going on, but leave your thoughts in the comments. There is no predictions for Auntie Colin predictions, Google Forms like I usually do, mostly because I don't know why I didn't do the form. It's just play along if you want, but it's energy and effort, and you know, not as many people in my Discord at least follow WWE products. Mostly it's New Japan and, you know, TNA and Ring of Honor and AEW. So
did you see the TNA pay-per-view yesterday?
So I had it on in the background while doing other things. I'm trying to get through. I gave myself a goal for the summertime to read the 30 books, and I'm at like 24. So I'm not going to meet my original goal, but I do want to finish the books that I have started, and maybe I'll, you know, go through September and see what happens. But really, really great pay-per-view other than that weird injury spot. A little bit awkward, but
I said yesterday that the TNA crowd is not used to a 60-minute Iron Man match. That's not what that and I don't mean it in such a bad way, but like that's not what that company is like for. That company is known for high flying and the X division and smaller guys and flying around. You're gonna hit them with a 60-minute Iron Man match. They don't know how to react. They don't know how to sit there for 60 minutes, which is why when everyone's like, oh my god, the crowd is acting so weird, I'm like, because this is not their type of match.
This is not. It did feel every bit of that 60 minutes.
Oh my god, it was the longest 60 minutes. I thought the NJF match was that. No, this is not a knock on Nick and Josh. It was just I don't know.
I'm really impressed with, by the way, Nick Nemeth, because okay, so I have to tell you, when he was Dolph Ziggler and when he's being a heel, I love it. When he was in this like tweener area or whatever, it didn't work for me. So when he left WWE, I was like, great, he can go do like the comedy thing, because I didn't think that there was much left for him to accomplish. I was so wrong. Seeing him versus Josh Alexander, who I think he should be paid way more. He should have way more appearances. He needs.
I think he should be going in the NXT
vortex. Yeah, what are we absolutely. What are we doing here? He's a great family man. I mean, come on, it's wild to see that. But yeah, really, really, really impressed with that. I really did. I like carny shit, like the X Division X match, the Ultimate X match.
That's my favorite type of match.
Love that shit. Yeah.
Love. As soon as I saw Ultimate
X, so dumb.
I was debating on watching SmackDown to prep for this podcast or watch Emergence. So I was looking at the Emergence card. I'm like, wait, there's an Ultimate X match. I am watching Emergence. Who cares? But wrong winner. Absolute wrong winner. I get why, because of tomorrow with NXT and he's facing Wesley, but Speedball just won the X Division title last month, and I feel like Speedball, he just never gets his shine in TNA. Like, he is put in such great positions and then he loses every time, and I don't understand why. I think Speedball signing with TNA was smart, but I'm like, can you give this guy something? I know his contract is up at the beginning of next year, so I'm like, does he stay with TNA? Like I was texting Joel from Fightful, and I'm like, Joel, he should come to Ring of Honor, and he goes, no, and I'm like, well, why? He goes, because like him being in TNA, like it lets him do the indies, and I'm like, but Ring of Honor. Come on. I was trying to sell him on Speedball going to Ring of Honor for a good 10 minutes yesterday, and I lost.
Well, I'm so sorry that you lost, but at least you didn't lose to Sean at Topgolf, so.
I put him over yesterday.
You put him over because it was his birthday.
Well, he put me over on my birthday, so I felt like I had to like reciprocate the favor. You know, I said on a ramble, I was like, should I put him over? Should I bury him? But, you know, I put him over. So, you're welcome, Sean. Happy. It was his birthday yesterday.
Oh, my goodness. The dogs are going to dog, obviously. I'm not in my usual location. If you didn't see our On a Ramble stream, there are dogs climbing everywhere. This is actually my dog, Archer. Mr. Archer.
Is Archer excited for Bash in Berlin? Is there a certain match he wants us to start with?
Archer, what do you want us to start with? Do you want to touch here? Oh, you want to talk about CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre first? Oh,
that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
So CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. It is a strap match. You know, I love a stupid gimmick match. And honestly, the strap matches that we've seen in the last 10 years have been quite impressive, would you not say?
Yeah, so I get confused. Is this the one where they have to touch all four corners? I always get confused.
I feel like that's only happened one time with Cody.
No, there was a John Cena one in Extreme Rules.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
And I always like, is that the one, or is this just like a 1, 2, 3
that's a
pinball?
Traditional strap match. It doesn't specify that this is a traditional strap match. So
WWE didn't give me the rules. You know, Bobby Cruz gave us the rules the other day for pure rules, but I can't get the rules of a strap match 2 hours before this pay-per-view airs. What the hell?
I know. I'm suing for
emotional damage,
emotional distress. Yeah. But yeah, if you don't know, a strap match is a match in which the competitors have like a leather strap tied along their wrist. It's probably like 20 feet, 25 feet between them both. My favorite strap match, my favorite Bray Wyatt as the Fiend match versus Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan at the time.
Oh crap, that happened.
Elimination Chamber. No, not Elimination Chamber. Royal Rumble. Someone's gonna clock me. This is my brain. Is that I remember that because I remember how excited I was about it. There were still fans.
there were still people.
Right.
In the crowd. Wow. When you look up strap match on Google, it literally shows Drew and Punk. I think that's absolutely hilarious because there's one today. So should I say my prediction?
Yeah, tell me your prediction. Royal Rumble 2020, by the way.
Oh my god. That's when Adam Copeland.
Oh, there was so much crying happening that night.
Kylie. So I said, I did a SummerSlam predictions panel, and I had said that obviously Drew was going to win the first match because this was going to be a best out of 3 series, which means Punk has to win this one to lead to the rubber match, which is probably going to be a Bad Blood, which is probably going to be in a Hell in a Cell match. So I think CM Punk is going to win and get his bracelet back.
That's... interesting.
No.
So here's my thought. Okay, my thought going into this is that CM Punk has been kind of a letdown, so to speak. Right? He didn't win his first match back. It's very lackluster to me. With this whole bracelet thing, he kind of comes off as like a whiny, like, but my family, you know. So my opinion is that Drew is going to win, not clean by any means.
But I mean, it's no DQ anyway, so nothing in this match is going to be clean.
It's not going to be nice or pretty.
There might be some color.
There might be some color. I either was going back and forth of like a no contest, like they both are passed out and, you know, decimated each other to the point of literally passing out. But I am conflicted because I know that the rubber match is coming. We know that it's probably going to be a Hell in a Cell or some sort of stipulation that finally CM Punk will win at the end. I just don't think that that's yet, because I think CM Punk thrives when he's not winning, so that he is charged for their third match or their fourth match or their fifth match. I don't know how long WWE is going to drag this out.
Well, the problem was always too that Punk got hurt at the Rumble, which also put a stop on everything.
Right.
Which was the other problem, because the other thing too is like Seth is out again, but Seth and Punk still needs to happen.
I know. Eventually, but do they have that at WrestleMania?
I don't know how long. I don't know what Rollins' injury is, so I don't know how long he is out. Someone said the rest of the year, which I think is a little.
That
but
seems...
I also said that I thought he was brought back way too quickly with how bad he looked at Mania, but like when he was doing the spot in the Cody match, he couldn't even stand.
I know. Ugh.
And he came back, 2-3 months later?
I couldn't imagine. And I don't think he got surgery, did he? He just rehabbed it?
No, he just rehabbed it.
Insane. So one of the books that I have read is Dominique Muccianu's book. I don't know if you know who that is.
No.
She's a gymnast. She was in the 1996 Olympic team, you know, the one that famously won gold at the end because Kerry Strug, who...
Oh, yes, I know this story because I watched Athlete Day. Yes.
Yeah. So Dominique Mucciano was abused by the Crowley family, especially in the way that she was trained. She had a fractured tibia injury going into the Olympics.
And they made her finish.
And she had to keep performing with this fractured tibia.
If you guys don't know, the tibia is like the biggest bone in the body.
Yeah. Dominique Mucciano is 14 years old and having a fractured tibia that early. So I have a weird taste in my mouth of like pushing performers to work injured, because it's like, okay, you're getting the results that you want, right? You want them to perform, but at what cost, right? After the 96 Olympics, Kerry Strug did not perform again for a very long time. Dominique Mucciano, she took 2 years off. She did win the all around at the Goodwill Games, but after that it was crickets. You know, all these, you know, athletes, they worked through their injuries, sure, but like fractured tibia or like a broken ankle, he had a severed ACL and MCL or something, which is like,
I believe it was his MCL. I know he got surgery after Mania, because when Becky was doing media for her book tour, she had said it, that he got surgery.
Oh.
But I don't know if he re-injured I don't know what the injury is now. I don't know if he re-injured his knee. I know that like they wrote him off because Bronson Reed, like, I don't know if you saw, like, killed him. Did like 6 tsunami splashes and he was coughing. So did I. Love Bronson, coughing up blood. And I was like, wow, my main man in WWE is dead. My main man in AEW is dead. I can't win. Luckily, Daniel decided to do what was best for everyone's business and resign. As of yesterday, people were saying that. So I'm hoping that's the train we're going on. But yeah, Punk is also weird, because I can sit here and I could be like, is Punk going to win the 2025 Royal Rumble? Like, that's a case you can make.
I guess that is a case you can make. He just needs to get some sort of heat back, and I feel like doing it with a bracelet is not super effective for me. But I'm not like a huge Punk fan. Like Punk is not my jam. I
Punk is
never
not your
was.
dude.
I just have never been a Punk fan. He's always been against all the wrestlers that I like. Cena, Edge.
Oh, all your faves.
Randy Orton, just Seth Rollins. So yeah, my get is that it's going to be either a no contest or Drew McIntyre is going to somehow win.
So we're against each other.
We are opposites. Opposites. Ooh. Okay.
Love. Okay.
Okay.
You know what I think this match we're going to agree on. I hope. Because I'm pretty sure that Bianca and Jade are going to regain their
They have to. We need to reunite something going on. They've been appearing week after week after week, showing up in some Simone Biles gear as we're talking about gymnastics once again.
That.
I was obsessed with that. I really do love the addition of, Naomi. I always want to call her Trinity. Of Naomi just being part of everything, just being included in their threesome. I think it would really kind of ignite things. I want to see us, her with the title belt, but I don't know if that's in the picture for Naomi yet, but definitely put that strap on. I can't say strap on. Put the belt. Put the belt on. Put the belt on our friends, Jade and Bianca. And I'm so excited to see what color gear. What color gear do you think that they're going to come
I think they're going to try to do what are Berlin colors or what, like yellow, red?
Do you not know the German flag?
I do. It's yellow, black, and red.
Yeah.
All right, so I was right. So I think yellow or red. They like to usually go on theme.
Red is very much a Bianca color, I think.
Yes. I also think too with Bianca and Jade, like there's so much I can't think of the word. Like they do things outside of WWE, right? Like they're always doing like appearances, they're always doing like interviews. They're very much I cannot think of the word that I'm trying to describe what they do. It's pissing me off. Not publicizing. I can't think of it, but you understand what I'm saying. That that you can monetize them more. There we go. You can monetize them more because of the fact that they do all of these other things. They inspire so many children. Like when I was walking around Fan Access, there were so many like little girls dressed as Bianca, and I feel like you need to capitalize on that, especially towards the end of the year. I know Jade recently celebrated 100 matches in her career, which is such an accomplishment all itself. So yeah, it sucks because I feel like Alba and not Kaylee Ray. I can't think of Alba and Isla. There we go.
Isla Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks for them because I feel like the only reason that they won the titles was because they were in their hometown a couple of months ago when they won. And I said that. I'm like, they're going to get the hometown pop, obviously. And they did. And I feel like they could have done a lot more with this reign, but I feel like Bianca and Jade are too popular right now to not have titles on them. So they should win.
I agree. I think giving Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Is it Isla Dawn? Isla Dawn? I don't know how
I think it's Isla and the S is silent and I just can't talk.
I just can't talk either. So I do think that giving them that win at Clash of the Castle, right? Clash of the Castle, is that when they got it? Because that was that pay-per-view. PLE, sorry. So giving that to their hometown crowd was great, necessary. What they've kind of done on weekly television has been existing to me. I think that Bianca and Jade are far more great exposure, and we know what's going to come. WrestleMania time.
Oh, I'm so ready.
WrestleMania time. We got to have Jade versus Bianca. Come on.
Hello. I feel like a lot of people wanted for WrestleMania 40, but I had said that they were waiting because the reason why they delayed Jade even coming up to the main roster is because she needed to learn how to wrestle the WWE way, and she was taking a little bit longer than a lot of people in WWE expected. So they needed to put her in that tag match. They needed to have Bianca there to kind of like help her and have her adjust, because obviously what you see on AEW and WWE are two totally different things. But now I feel like she's a lot more comfortable. You know, I still get scared seeing Jade matches because I feel like, you know, you're kind of waiting to see what's gonna happen. But I feel like now we're in, you know, she's kind of got in her groove, so I feel comfortable like WrestleMania 41 that they could have the match. It could be somewhat decent. You know, a lot of people have been looking forward to it. So yeah, WrestleMania 41, it's gonna happen. Jade versus Bianca Belair.
I love it. I'm here for it. What do you think of these Terror Twins?
Did you see the tweet that was like they can't be twins because they're 20 years apart? And I was dying. I was like, you know what? That makes a little bit of sense.
Okay. But did you see the Kofi tweet? Because it harkened back to the New Day podcast, which I miss the New Day podcast. That was such a great little treasure during the pandemic for me. But who do you think is going to win? The Terror Twins of Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley versus the Judgment Day, which I'm really glad that they aren't called Street Trash.
Oh, Street Trash. Oh my god, I was like, please don't call them that. So I kind of feel like similar to with Punk and Drew that this was going to go to a best of 3. And if you actually listened, I said this, that I'd actually thought the Britt and Mercedes match was going to end this way too, where like Britt was going to lose the first match. They were going to do the tag match and Britt was going to win that one to lead to Britt and Mercedes 3, or technically 2, but technically 3. And then Britt was going to get the win there. So I feel like this is the same way where Rhea lost the one-on-one at SummerSlam. Her and Damian are going to win this match, and then this will lead to Liv and Rhea again, and that is when Rhea is going to reclaim the title. I don't know if Bad Blood is the next pay-per-view, or I am just saying this in my mind. I'm pretty sure it is, because that match could also be the Hell in a Cell type match. This feud has been incredible. It should win Feud of the Year in every single year-end awards that any single wrestling publication is going to put out this year. So I definitely think it deserves that Hell in a Cell spot, but I do think that the Terror Twins, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, are going to win this one.
Bad Blood is the next PLE. It is October 5th. Jeez.
Oh, it's a little early.
I feel like there's something going on. I thought there was something going on.
That week is the 5-year show for AEW, that Wednesday.
Oh, that's probably the thing that's on my calendar.
October 2nd, in Pittsburgh. Britsburg.
I every time I just hear Bad Blood, I just automatically go to Taylor Swift. So
no,
because baby, now we got Bad Blood. I definitely think that this match is the hardest for me to like decipher. Right, it could go one or two ways. With a mixed tag match, there's not a title on the line. It's not like a division that AEW has of mixed tag team, although I do miss when they had the mixed tag team tournament or whatever.
Oh, that was wonderful. I think they should bring that back.
They have to bring it back because it was a lot of fun, and like they played it up a lot on the house shows as well. So, and I think I love WWE house shows more than TV tapings because it's so produced for TV that the house shows are far more intimate, but that's the kind of wrestling I like, you know what I mean? But I mean, what I wrote is it makes sense for Rhea and Damian to win, but it is WWE, so WWE might do something unpredictable. There is the entire Judgment Day to factor into this. They're not banned from ringside, so we are going to see the JD McDonoughs. We are going to see the probably Finn Balor's. You know, we saw Finn Balor turn on Damian Priest last time we were here, so it's just there's going to be shenanigans, but I really am hoping that Damian and Rhea get their licks back after being kind of pushed down for the last 4 or 5 weeks, you know?
I think that's the other thing too. Like they lost on a pretty big stage at SummerSlam, and even though Bash and Berlin on the biggest stage, like I feel like they need some momentum heading in towards the end of the year. So yeah, I think they get the win.
All right. Scarlett here in the chat is saying, and the new world heavyweight champion, Randy Orton. Why don't we talk about this? Gunther versus Randy Orton. Who do you have?
Not Randy Orton. You have to understand, right? Do I think that Randy Orton is going to move to Raw anyway for Sami Zayn and Jey Uso to move to SmackDown so they could do the whole Bloodline War Games match? Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. But Gunther held the IC title for 666 days. And I really don't believe he's going to hold the World Heavyweight Championship for less than 30 days after that 666-day reign. You also have to remember, too, that Gunther was someone who did not want to move to the States when WWE signed him. That's why they kept him in NXT UK for as long as they did. And then obviously they promised him some things to have him move here, and I believe it was having all these long title reigns. So I do not see Gunther losing anytime soon. I think this is just the start of a very long dominant title reign from him. So I'm going to say, and still Gunther will be walking out of Berlin your WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
I think I definitely agree with you. I think that Gunther has proved, you know, with every championship that he's had, whether it be the NXT UK championship, whether it be the IC, it's just, he is known to be dominant. He's known to be consistent, and he's known to bring in those fans. Those fans in Germany are going to go off. And what a great first legit PLE opponent for him. Randy Orton just signed that 5-year deal with WWE, which is insane. By the time that he's ending that 5-year deal, he will be with WWE for 29 years. 29 years, yeah. It's so long, right? Yeah. That's such a long time. And when I said that, I was like, 29 years. But then I have to remember, like, oh, we are in 2024, and he debuted, what, in 2000, so that would make sense. But what a way for him to get what he deserves. A great first opponent for him. Really, I mean, I don't think that you need to legitimize Gunther as a champion, but definitely having someone who's been in WWE for a very long time, being that I don't know. They do this to Nyla as well in AEW, where they play her as like the entry, you know, person. If you can go through me, you deserve to be here. And I wish that they didn't use Nyla like that. Sorry, I know, kayfabe.
Kayfabe.
But it's okay.
I don't of honor. Kayfabe.
I don't think that Randy losing makes him any less of a wrestler. Like he's not gonna, you know, suddenly not be taken seriously, or, you know,
no, because I think
move down the card.
Yeah, no, because I think the other thing too is like Randy can take a loss right now. You know, he's taken a lot of LJ reminds me very often how many losses this man takes. I believe he's lost every PLE he's been on this year, and Ella makes sure to remind me every single time she's like, Randy's gonna lose another PLE. But you know, until he makes his heel turn, which I 100% believe is going to happen, and he is going to turn heel, he could take all these losses. And I think the other thing too is like you're gonna see a lot of veterans put Gunther over. Like I 100% can sit here and tell you that on that retirement tour, John Cena is gonna wrestle Gunther, and John Cena is gonna put him over.
Oh, I can't.
Did you see the shirt?
I've seen every single shirt because I've already bought 2 John Cena shirts.
Well, the one that came out, like the one where all of his accomplishments on the back.
Yeah.
Did you buy that one?
I already bought it. What do you make me for? If there are no John Cena fans left in this world, it's because I have passed away. I love John Cena so much, and I'm gonna be such a mark next year, watching every single freaking match and
Are you
inviting
going
myself
to
on.
attend one?
If one is nearby, I got shit to do. I don't know. I'm going to a wedding in Vegas during Double or Nothing next year. So I'm making it like a long staycation for me so that I can do this wedding and then go to Double or Nothing. And then but I was like, "Oh, should I go to Vegas twice for WrestleMania?"
Vegas.
You don't think it's going to be in Vegas? Maybe I should go to WrestleMania then.
Because think about it this way. Do you really think that AEW is going to run a month after WrestleMania? And think that they're going to make money?
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to make money.
And, you know, the Vegas crowd last year was kind of rough. I don't think they're going to run. I think they're going to run somewhere else for Double.
That would be, because that's the longest. No. Well, with All Out being in the Chicago area every year, that'll just leave.
And remember, All In, like, the pay-per-view schedule for AEW is also going to look a lot different next year, because Forbidden Doors in August, not in June. Then you have All In is in July. But I'm sorry.
I guess I'm just going to Vegas. I'm sorry. I guess no.
You know, you should just like book a residency there. Stay for Mania. Stay for the wedding.
I might as well just rent an apartment by myself. Take my dogs with me.
Listen, I'm going to Vegas for Mania. You could see me.
Oh my gosh, how exciting. Scarlett is going off in the chat. John Cena is the best. He would face Randy Orton either WrestleMania 41 in his last Mania or...
I think WrestleMania 41 is when that match is going to happen.
We'll see. Well, with
all that, we're at our main event.
How are we already here? We have Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. I know. Kevin Owens versus... Cody Rhodes. He is Cody Rhodes. Who do you have winning and why?
Cody, because he's too much of a merchandise seller for him.
I know.
But so I'm a little conflicted because when this whole WWE draft happened a couple months ago, and you look at the SmackDown main event scene, it's kind of dry. Not gonna lie, and it's not like they're building anyone up for Cody to face. So I'm kind of like, all right, after this happens, and then after he faces Randy, what's left?
I know.
I know Solo wants the winner of this match, but I don't think anyone wants to see that again. We already sat through that at SummerSlam, and that was a little bit rough.
Okay, I have an issue with Solo because ever since Jacob Fatu has showed up, I'm more excited about Jacob Fatu and the legitimacy of seeing them with Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. That's their names. Yeah. I get them confused in my brain because my brain is what it is. Mush. So, but seeing Jacob Fatu is more like those guys are scary. Those guys are actually scary to me.
I am so excited for the Jacob Fatu Cody Rhodes match. Whenever it happens.
Okay.
It's gonna be great.
Don't talk to me because I'll just be.
Why?
Don't talk to me during the match. Don't text me. Don't nothing.
To be fair, I don't think I text you unless it's like during Ring of Honor, and it's because I have a question, and I'd be like,
Okay,
so
that's fair.
Who is?
That's fine. It's fine. Whatever, you know. But okay. I definitely think that they're not going to take the belt off Cody Rhodes.
No.
Like you said, big merchandise draw, very similar to Gunther that, hasn't held it. I mean, he's held the title longer than Gunther, obviously, but he's not going to drop this in this little quick feud that he's having with Kevin Owens. Someone online said, well, Kevin Owens beat Stone Cold Steve Austin, so of course he's winning. And I'm like, well, he beat Stone Cold. He didn't actually beat Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I don't count that match as ever being sanctioned. I was there live for that. And I'm just like, what is happening?
He didn't beat him. It wasn't actually a match.
No, it was not. Like, it counts that he main evented. Like, I will say, Kevin Owens main event WrestleMania. Like, that happened. But it didn't. It wasn't.
He didn't. It didn't win. It wasn't a thing.
It
wasn't a thing. Stop trying to make it happen.
Stop trying to make fetch happen. Right, Harley Cameron? Right.
But I think out of all the matches, this is the one that I highly doubt that they would take the belt off Cody in this scenario. Now, do we see the bloodline interfere? I do believe that.
I don't know if any of them flew out.
Oh. Are they allowed?
No, they are. Because I'm trying to think. Because I don't think they appeared on... I didn't watch SmackDown yesterday. I don't think any of them appeared. I think it was just that solo video.
Okay.
So I don't know if they... I mean, they could have flown out.
That could be a really good swerve, though.
It would. It would be a surprise. Because I don't think they flew out there. Unless someone wants to correct me. Like I said, I was watching Emergence. There was an Ultimate X match. It sold me on Emergence.
Oh my goodness. Well,
my poor cousin, he texts me. He's like, do I have to watch SmackDown before watching Bash in Berlin? And I'm like, I have no idea.
No, you don't. No. I mean, the only thing that I really think that is missing from this that should have been from last night, could have been on tonight, was the Nia and
I heard that match was so good.
match. It was very good.
I'm so happy for my friend Michin.
I love her. She's so great. She's getting that shine, which we've all known that she's had. But in the end, Tiffy came out with her cute little briefcase thing. I don't know what it is. It looks like a laptop case to me.
I don't know why they put the strap on. I was like, what is this? This is ruining the vibe.
Bag? I don't know. But she went to go cash in, and then, because Tiffy and Nia are friends, Nia saw her and she was like, oh, she's waking up. So then she wasn't cashing in. So it was just weird. And then Bailey returned. So it was like, yes, this is for the crowd. This would have been so much better on this show. But I understand that they needed something for SmackDown.
Something big.
Something. But are you excited to watch this? How long do you think it's going to be? 3 hours, 2 hours?
I'm excited because my mom just texted me that she's ordering Chick-fil-A, so I could have Chick-fil-A while watching this.
I gotta figure out what I'm going to eat for breakfast because it's 8:45.
Oh, right. It's so early by you. Let's see. So there's 5 matches. It's going to be filled with vignettes and promo packages for no reason whatsoever, like these always are. I'm going to say that we're going to end anywhere from 3:30 to 4 o'clock.
Okay. So
3.5 hours.
Okay.
I would say. What do you think?
Okay. I think it's going to be up to that 3 hour border. Maybe 2:55. We're going to leave on a cliffhanger and
call it a day.
Call it a day.
Well, I mean, you could see us at the Bash in Berlin review show on OLE that we both invited ourselves on.
I just like that you were like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And I'm like, wait, I want to come. I want to do this. So I'll be staying here. I'm going to order some food. I'm going to turn it on the TV here. Obviously, if you don't know, I'm not in my usual spot. I am house/dog sitting. I am in the woods, by the way.
Oh. So
I didn't even get to tell you that this morning there was a cute little black bear outside. So I wake up. So the dog that I'm dog sitting. This is the last thing I'll say before we close out. So the dog that I'm dog sitting is diabetic. So I have to give insulin shots to this dog at 5:30. Wait the 20 minutes, and then feed them dinner or breakfast or whatever food that they're having. So get up at 5, and I always go outside before the dogs, mostly because of situations like this, but I just want to see like, okay, what's going on outside? Like, did the cats make it inside? Make sure that like the cats didn't make a mess of the house or whatever. I go out and there's just a bear in the pasture.
Is that what it's like not living in New York?
So I had to do, hey, and it scurries off.
Why didn't you take a picture?
Because it was 5 a.m.
But I wanted to see it. Think about the views. I tell you all the time. The views. The Instagram views, the Twitter views, the views.
This would have been great content, except
it would have.
Except I took a picture of my dog pooping.
So you took a picture of that over the goddamn bear?
So yeah, welcome. Next time, tomorrow morning, if there's something out there, if there's a bear out there now, there's probably going to be something tomorrow morning or this evening. I'll take pictures just for you, Kimmy. Thank you. And I'll actually put them on my Instagram. I don't even know what the last thing I posted on my Instagram. Oh, me brushing my teeth. Okay. Not exciting. Anyways, this is the Collins on the Rocks podcast. This is our morning Auntie Collins predictions. I've been your Auntie Collins. This is Kimmy. Tell us where we can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at Kimmy_Sokol. You can find me on Instagram at Kimmy.Sokol. Collins, I don't know if you saw this, but someone made a fake Instagram account about me yesterday.
You're so famous.
Yeah, so my non-wrestling friends who basically have no idea what I do, they were like, oh my God, you've made it. You're a celebrity. They're making fake accounts about you. And I was like, yay, I love my identity being stolen. So yes, if you want to report Kimmy Sokol, like no dots, underscores or anything, if you want to report that account and like block it, I think it's gone now because a lot of my friends reported it, but if it's still up there, report it and block it. That's not me. My Instagram is Kimmy.Sokol. I post a lot of cool things on there. I will be on the Bash in Berlin post show with Collins and a bunch of our OLE fam after Bash in Berlin is over. Then tomorrow, Mark is interviewing me on OLE. We're going to talk all about my convention journey and all the stuff I do over there. I'll also be writing a review for Bash in Berlin. You can check that out on the Pop Break. It should be up tomorrow. And every Thursday, I'm with Collins on OLE talking about Ring of Honor for Honor Ramble. I won't be there this Thursday because I'll be in Chicago. So if anyone is going all out, say hi because I'll be there in all my glory. But thanks for having me. I had a wonderful time.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. You can see all of my social medias down below. Find me here on this YouTube page. Honestly, if you are watching on YouTube, somebody commented, I was suggested one of your vlogs from like 2018 when I thought I was a vlogger. That's neither here nor there. You can watch them or you cannot, and you can make fun of me. But it was a funny time in my life, 2017, 2018, of making vlogs because I thought I was a vlogger. Maybe I should be a vlogger and then I won't forget about my life.
Oh my God, wait. So Mike Johnson just reported. So you know how the Oasis tickets went on sale?
Yeah.
And how Ticketmaster crashed? People are having problems pulling up their tickets for Bash in Berlin because Ticketmaster crashed, so they can't get into Bash in Berlin.
Oh no. Everybody just come in, file, single file. Bring up your email.
That is crazy.
That is crazy. Well, Oasis is a band that you can hear on the radio, and we are here on YouTube. So thanks so much. And see you in a couple hours. Bye.